Hello guys and welcome to the beginners first deck that I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be with the CB patch 0.25. That should probably be around the patch that Valencia is going to be when Valencia DreamHack is going to be played. This is going to be the patch where most players are going to come in, so this is really to give them a head start about what they could expect from the game. I already did a video talking about the mechanics and a little bit how the games works itself and the menus. And this is just to give the new players a deck or some cards that they have. If they want to get a good starting deck, they can really just make a new deck and have a good idea of what can be little combos around some pantheons. So the first deck I should say will be Odin, and Odin is a really aggressive leader. As you can see, he can deploy the 1/1 Curse Warriors with charge, meaning that he can move and attack immediately. So, first thing first, with Odin, while you're going to swarm a lot of the board, we're going to be playing the spell Mayhem, which is going to randomly deal 1 damage to every enemies for every friendly units you have in play. So the more units you have, the more it's going to combo. So for putting a lot of units in play, you're going to play War Sigil, which is going to spawn 2 1/1 Curse Warriors, and Hunter Sigil will deploy 2 range Curse Hunters. So that's going to be really the synergy here. Not only that, but to buff all these little guys, you will also be playing, and that's going to be the first one that you will have to craft or to get from packs, and it's going to be Sign of Doom. This guy is really cheap, also goes with aggressive theme. It's going to give a friendly unit when you play it from your hand, +2 attack until the end of your turn. And while you see War Sigil and Hunter Sigil, as well as Mayhem, are all spells, we're going to combo that with some unit that benefits from spell, and is going to be Imperial Soldier. So this guy here is, whenever you play a spell, will gain attack and +1 movement, and it's going to be permanent. So you can put it on your backline, play some spells, and then move all the way to the end and attack their stone for a huge chunk of damage. And this guy is also really cheap. So we're going to have that. We're also going to have in the early game Thracian. Thracian, if you're adjacent to a friendly unit, it will have +2 attack, which means it's going to be a 3/3 for 2 mana. That will be good, especially that Odin can spawn a Curse Warrior with haste. Not haste, sorry, charge, which means that he could move to be adjacent to the Thracian, and then he'll get the buff. Or from all the units you spawn before, Thracian will really benefit you. Then we're going to go into 3 drops. We're going to have Doom Speaker, if I can find him. Where's my Doom Speaker? Wait, I can see him for some. Oh, here he is. So that's just a really good vanilla 3 mana for a 3/4. You're gonna have Doom Speaker there. We're gonna also have the second one that you want to craft. It's going to be Soldier, which has charge and will buff all the adjacent units and give them +1/+0 attack. So the more units you have, the more Soldier can buff them, and you'll have much more around that. So that's the point here. Once you play all these little guys, you can buff him with Soldier. Not only that, but the last card you want to craft, and that's going to be a total of 48 dust for this deck, is going to be here, Gift of Money. So that card will deal 3 damage to any source, and if you have less cards than your opponent, when you play it, you will draw a card. But you have to check that before you play it, right? Because it does count itself in your hand. And that's going to be the last one that you want to craft. So all of these cost 8, and we have 6 of them. There's 48 dust. As a new player, shouldn't be too hard to get them. It's going to really help you out, especially with all that early game here. It's going to be dishing out of your hand. You should have less cards than your opponent. Now, to go a little bit on the 4-drop, we're going to have Thor. It's going to have charge. It's going to put pressure again. And then you'll have +1 attack for each adjacent enemy. So make sure you want to place him around as much enemies as possible. We're going to move out with Ymir, which is also a free card. And Ymir, when he attacks, he stuns enemies, so they don't attack him back. And they can't move and they can't attack on their turn, so it's really powerful. And it goes really well with the rest of the deck, so you can stun someone and continue to attack the stone with all your little units. So keep that in mind. Now, we're going to continue with the biggest card in what you can afford as a new player, and we're going to go with the Fury, going at 6. So the Fury will not get return damage when she attacks, and she has 6 attacks, so she can just like start killing everything. It's really powerful. You could also go with Brute if you prefer, but because of the 2 last card, I think Fury will be a better addition than Brute. But Brute is much more resilient, has more health, and has Protect 2, which reduces the damage taken from basic attack by 2, basically. So he's harder to kill, has a little bit more attack, but he costs 1 more mana. That's why you curve really easily here. The last 2 cards are to make Fury and Ymir much more impactful, or, for example, your Doomspeaker Thracian if you really need that damage right now. And it's going to be, where am I? Here. It's going to be Charge. So Charge is going to give a friendly unit charge, basically. So then your Ymir or your Fury will be able to attack right now. It's turn 7 for Ymir, turn 8 for Fury. And, you know, they will not take return damage. Ymir will stun it. Fury will most likely kill it. And you can also attack the enemy summoning stone to finish the game with that. So it's really powerful. So I hope that you guys, you know, learn a little bit about what's the deck type for Odin, really aggressive. Let me know if you try that as a new player. What do you think of it? And it shouldn't be too hard to get the comments card to help you out. Hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you learn a lot. And I'll see you in the next videos when I'm going to be doing for the 4 other leaders. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.